The problem with telling a story, or even retelling it, is always tone. Do I make it funny? Do I make it true? How honest should you be? This is as truthful as I can bear it. It's a story about death, and a story about community. It could almost be a great detective story, but as opposed to being a love letter to the genre of crime, it is merely a botched affair. Oh, God, is that Millie in... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Should we call Rick?
Sure. Let's call Rick. Rick lived up the road a bit, see. He's a detective sergeant, and he'd left early last night before I went to bed. He was on leave, I think, so yeah, I don't know why we rang him either. Still, he got there quick and split them up to interview. I was taking notes.
I don't understand how it could have happened.
That's what we're going to try and find out. What happened after I left last night?
Well, you left around 12, I think.
Yeah, that's right. You left after Henry went to bed. I can't believe he got sick this weekend of all weekends.
I can't control when I get sick.
I remember that argument of when he gave in to your oh-so-convincing argument to crash it.
Well, I was right. He feels much better this morning.
Yeah, okay. You were right.
After that, I went and got some snacks from the kitchen, I think. That would have been at about, 10 to 2. I saw Bill on my way in. He was wandering down to the bottom field for some godforsaken reason.
Yeah, because while you were in the kitchen, I went for a ciggy or two in the woods. That was around 2 as well. You were back outside when I got back, and that was about past. But Christine had left by that point.
Oh, that's right. I ran into her on my way out the kitchen. She was on her way up to the bathroom and we got caught up. I was probably back by the fire pit by 2:30 because I was on my own for a bit there.
That's right. Millie was in the woods by that point. And Bill was, well, who knows?
Not Bill, if his hangover's anything to go by.
Yeah.
What time did everybody start to leave?
Oh, it can't have been much longer after that.
No, Christine came back about 2:45 to declare that she was ready to leave.
Yeah, Millie came out of the woods to say goodbye.
That's right, and Bill was there too. When did he... Oh, he came stumbling down from the hill, from the old chicken coop.
Yeah, he did. And the party sort of ended after that. We started to do some clearing up, but...
By past, we gave up and went to bed, I think.
Was Bill still here then?
It's Bill, what do you think?
I saw him stood outside with Millie. He wasn't here when I got up this morning. When?
Yeah, when?
And he was coming back to help finish clearing up. And then, you know...
I do.
You do?
Thanks, that was a solid foundation to the union's events, ladies.
Well, we did drink less than Bill.
That's not hard by anyone's imagination.
Well, I'm glad we could be of some help.
I have found that often the thing with personal tragedy is that it's just that. Personal. After we spoke to the girls, Rick wanted to talk to Christine, and she brought up several events I'm sure we'd all rather have forgotten. She was the one who... Well, I'll let her tell it.
Hi Rick, how's it going?
Just swell, thanks, Christy. Apparently Bill was fuck knows where, Holly was off snack gathering, and Cindy was having a fag. I hear you were sat with Millie for a bit last night.
Yeah, I was for a bit, but Millie followed Cindy into the woods.
She did?
Yeah, I was sat with her for about 5 minutes tops before she followed Cindy, and then I was sat on my own, and then I was just listening to them arguing.
They argued about what?
Oh, I don't know. It was muffled. I couldn't make out any words. Just volume and tone. And after a while, I decided to go to the loo. It's not like I was going to miss out on much.
Oh.
I ran into Holly in the kitchen, and then I went to the bathroom. I figured at that point it was probably time to leave. Yeah, I came outside, came down to say goodbye, and then I left. About 2:45.
Well, 2:45.
Yeah.
All right. So you saw Bill, Millie, Cindy, and Holly when you left.
Yeah, the whole welcome wagon was there to meet me, or whatever the opposite of that is. You know what this place is like.
No doubt I just. It's bad, the lot of you. Look, you've been really helpful, Christy. Can you gather everyone down by the table tennis table?
Yes, sir, Sergeant Rick.
Shut up.
We're not going to talk to Bill.
Well, no point chatting to Bill. Lost cause, that one.
Rick sure knows when to call it.
All right, let's get on with it.
And then it was time for the group conference, and things really started to unravel. Rick's damn good at his job, and we'd all been in each other's pockets for years. In some ways, it was inevitable. And by now, I was much more aware of the role I may have played.
So I've got a pretty good idea what happened last night, but there's still a few holes. We don't know what happened to Millie, but we do know that Bill was the last person to see her alive.
Jesus, Bill.
And Cindy, you had a row with her, which you lied to me about.
Who told you we were fighting?
Oh, that was me. Sorry, Sins. I assumed you would have said. I heard the two of them arguing in the woods. I couldn't make out any words, but I know arguing when I bloody hear it.
You had a fight?
It's not important.
Your niece is dead, Cindy. Everything could be important.
Fine. She was cross with me because of Bill.
Me? What did I do?
You kissed me.
Yeah?
In your defence, I did kiss you back. Knew it. It was nothing. Bill was drunk. He doesn't even remember. I would never.
Don't want to hear it. I can't do this now.
Oof, yikes. The final stretch. At this point, Rick knew that there would be holes in the story, and I felt dread. Horrible, anticipatory dread. On some level I knew, but it wasn't real. Not yet. In a twisted parallel to the first interview, Rick brought Cindy back to the table, but this time with lover boy Bill, not her grieving wife.
All right, so what happened last night?
Okay, so I did go for a smoke in the woods, and then I saw Bill in the bottom field, so I went down to talk to him.
And
then it just happened.
Bill.
Don't ask me. I don't remember anything about last night. I don't even know why I'm here.
Guilty by association. So you two were up to it in the bottom field, and where does Millie come into this?
She saw. I don't know why. She followed me and she saw. And then she yelled and she was upset, so I went back up to the woods to try and talk to her, and we were arguing.
What, leaving Bill in the bottom field?
Yeah, and then we were fighting, and we would have fought for longer if Henry hadn't shown up.
Oh shit.
Henry showed up.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't we ask Henry what Henry was doing?
I can tell you now, Rick. Henry had no idea what Henry was doing. God, I was so out of it.